Hello, this is Dr. Carlos Altamirano from Tijuana, Mexico again. Welcome to my channel. Please, if you want to know more about weight loss surgery in Mexico, just subscribe to my channel and share my links so other people can know about this amazing tool. I call this video Understanding Obesity because this is the first consult I normally give to my patients. To fight a problem, we need to understand the problem. And overweight and obesity are severe problems nowadays. And after this video, you're probably going to understand better what the problem is, and you're going to probably identify with some of the cases. So the problem starts by knowing first that we don't have sensors for weight in our bodies, but we have sensors for energy. So your brain doesn't know how much you're supposed to weigh, but it knows the amount of energy you need for survival. And that's what we call the set point, kind of a thermostat. The real problem starts when we reprogram that set point to a higher point, making our brains believe that we need more energy than we actually do. That this is the right amount of energy for survival instead of this one. And your brain is always going to defend the set point. So if you try to lose some weight by yourself with just diet or exercise without changing that set point, your brain is going to detect that energy loss as if you're sick, stressed, or starving, and it's going to make you gain all the way back. And that's what we call the rebound effect or JoJo dieting. That's pretty, not famous, but infamous term for this problem. So you follow a good diet, you lose 30, 40, 60 pounds by yourself. You keep doing the same diet, same exercise, and you start gaining back. And you don't know why. That makes no sense if you're doing the same things. So how is that possible? Basically by three mechanisms. First, your base metabolism is going to be slower, and that's what I call the energy saving mode, and some people call it the starvation mode. Basically, your brain is going to try to save energy so you're not going to die, and your base metabolism is lower. That means you're going to feel tired all the time, you don't want to do anything, you can't focus on work, you can sleep all day, but when you wake up you're still sleepy, you're tired, you don't feel like you really rest, and you have bad mood. And even if you are committed to go to the gym, when the time comes, you feel terrible. It's almost painful. You really don't want to go because you're low on energy. The second mechanism is that your hunger hormone called ghrelin is going to increase. And sometimes it's not even real hunger, but anxiety about food. You start craving stuff you normally don't. And trust me, you will never crave for chicken or salad or spinach. You're going to be craving a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, so basically easy calories. And the third mechanism is that your satiety hormones are going to be really low. And that means you can stick to a diet and follow the diet for 3 weeks. And then just for a day, you want to eat the way you like it. You are with family, you're whatever. You just want to eat the way you like it. And you do. You eat the same portion you normally do when you're not on a diet. And when you're finished, you are still hungry. Of course you are. I mean, you don't feel satisfied, even if it's exactly the same portion and same amount of food you normally get when you are not on a diet. So the reason is your satiety hormones are low and your brain thinks, well, there is food, eat as much as you can, now that you can, because we don't know if you're gonna eat again. And all of this is for survival. So what weight loss surgery does is not just restriction or force you to eat less or portion control like a lot of people think. And don't get me wrong. You're going to have some restriction, you're going to have some differences in absorption if you're doing a bypass. I mean, there are some mechanical components of the surgery. But basically what we're actually doing is reprogramming your set point to a normal or at least a lower point, more normal point. So your brain suddenly detects an excess of energy and it's going to start burning all that energy. It's gonna let you lose weight without trying to gain it back all the time. You're not gonna be fighting your metabolism. This time, you're gonna be able to lose weight and keep it up. I mean, not gain it back. You can follow a diet without starving yourself, without suffering. And this is just a tool, of course. It's not magic. The problem with restriction is that some people rely too much on restriction. Like, well, I can get 2 ounces of food and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And that's amazing. Well, it's not. If you rely on restriction so much, at some point you're gonna start eating more because your sleeve is gonna stretch. Yes, your sleeve is gonna stretch. I mean, that's normal. The body is amazing. It's gonna adapt. and your sleeve is gonna stretch 1, 2, or 3 years after surgery, because the stomach is made by 3 layers of muscle. By stretching, I mean, I don't know, 10, 15, 20% of the possible size. It's never gonna be like it was before surgery, of course, but it's gonna stretch, and that means your gastric capacity is gonna increase. And that means your gastric capacity is gonna let you eat more. But that doesn't mean you have to. You can eat more, but you don't have to. And that's why you need to learn how to eat and exercise properly. You need to train yourself with this restriction. You need a proper follow-up, and that's why I do the coaching system I do on my support groups. I answer their questions. I'm there for my patients, answering if they can eat this or that, if they are not losing, what to do, if they are gaining back or whatever it is, they need to change something. If you don't change your lifestyle, you are not going to be successful on the long term. This is the magic. This is science. It's a surgery. It's an amazing tool. You're going to be losing without any effort at first. That's what we call the honeymoon period. But at some point, you can start gaining back if you don't behave, and if you don't exercise, and if you don't follow a proper diet. So please, if you have any questions, just leave it on the comment section. Join my support group and my groups on Facebook. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be answering questions all the time. You know, the most common questions, I'm going to try to make videos about them. And please subscribe so you can get the newest videos. Leave your comments again. I will gonna let the link to my website, so you can see some before and after pictures and some testimonials. You can watch me perform the surgery, and just check my YouTube channel, please. And well, I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.